The idea is to show the tip of the mountain that connects to the sky. So now you can't actually see it. So we probably would have to change some composition. So we are here at Minakami and we are scouting for the best areas to photograph for the fall. And you can see this is a nice actually landscape here, this river, but the trees are not still as colorful as I wanted to be. And we are actually standing on this hanging bridge here, so if someone walks it's gonna be shaking like. So we will find a way to come back here maybe in a couple of weeks when the color of these trees actually turns to red and orange. It would be nice. It is dawn here at Yuzawa and we slept here last night along with these campers here. This is a public park. This is the central park here and it's just beautiful. It also has a half bath and this is the car. We slept here the whole night like babies. So the window is fog. We can't drive, so we'll have to defog it first. And the sunrise is coming out there. So we drove around the town of Yuzawa and visited some places there that seemed to be good, but it did not work, so we just drove around and then decided to go back to the mountains and make this quite difficult pass going to the boundary of Gunma and Niigata with these dark tunnels, scary ones, until we arrive at this area here. It's called the Mitsumata ski area. This is an interesting place because it seems that there's nobody here, but everything else is working. And then we arrive at Naiba. This is a very popular ski area here at Yuzawa. And as we go along the town, we went to this Prince Hotel area, which is the gateway to the best ski resorts here. And then we decided that it was time to explore the area through the air, so we started to fly. After the great aerial survey of Naimba, it was time to go ahead and push through the boundary, and we went through these tunnels and we arrived at this border, and it was so cloudy. Right now we are here in the middle of the mountain. This is actually the border between Niigata prefecture and Gunma prefecture, and there is a car coming. This is a highway, so sorry about the sound. And another one is coming.
Okay.
So this is an interesting place because if you can see there, you cannot see it right now, but that is a mountain of good autumn foliage. Unfortunately, we can see it, but we're gonna set the camera here that when the mountain just take a peek, we'll take a picture. You can see a little bit of the mountain there and the changing colors of autumn. So we're gonna wait for it to show up a little bit, and then I'm gonna shoot some pictures. Maybe it will make some moody shots. So we set our camera here and we're waiting to see a little bit of the mountain to show up, and then probably we can take photos. So the composition here is this portrait type orientation, I should say, and at the foreground are these autumn flowers, and the background there of course is this moody thick clouds. We're waiting for the clouds to subside a little bit. So our setup would be like this. Our opening is f9, no filters, and then ISO 125, maybe I'll make it ISO 100, and then we'll try 1/8 of a second shutter speed. Let's see, but I'll have to move the ISO down. So our next composition is this. This is the image of a tree there on the edge of the mountain we are in, connected to this highway, and the moody background there. So again, I'm gonna have to put this in ISO 100, and here we are showing some of the foliage here, and you are hearing some of the cars that passing through this. I'm gonna take the shot. So here we go. The other side of the mountain is completely obscured by the clouds. It looks like it's going to be a long while before this cloud goes out. So it's about time to go. I think we'll have to find another place, maybe on a lower altitude, so we can get some more ideas and some more pictures for this trip. And as we pushed through Minakami, we saw monkeys. So this is our subject here at Lake Akayako. There is a man there fishing, and the foliage in the background is just good, and it's now getting a little sunlight. So let's see if we can get a good reflection out of the water. And this is our setting, if you can see it. So at f11, and it's just quite fast, 60 ISO 100. So we're going to take this shot. Let's see how it goes. And we're gonna do a portrait style. And that's it. Same setting. Now let's try it. Here we go. Now our next shot is that land area there. Those are like yellowish rocks, cliffs on the side of the lake, and the reflection is being shown here. So let's take a photo. Let's see if we can include part of the mountain and the clouds hugging the mountain there, but the foreground is going to get bigger, so we might have to move to another place. I want to show the shape of the mountain, so I'm gonna have to move. And now that I moved a little bit, I lost a bit of the clouds that is hugging the tip of that mountain there. But I don't know, maybe if we could slow it down a little bit and see what's going to do. And this is the shot. Now this has become more interesting with this fern looking yellowish flowers here. This only appears in autumn, so let's try to do it. I'm going to try this composition, trying to get the shape of the mountain and the clouds hugging it, the reflection of the mountain on this lake, and then the foreground. And basically one of the most important parts of this is this yellow flowers here. And this is my setting at f11, ISO 100/150th of a second. I'm going to shoot it. The problem is that if you can see, there are a pair of cables there. I hope we can get it out in post. So let's take a picture of this, and that's the image. Yeah, let's see the that's the image. Can you explain to me what's going on?
Wow, this is great.
So
My shot is
this
better
is
than
her
yours.
composition. This is your composition. So that's your
Wait,
picture.
wait. I don't like that.
Okay, you have to change it again. And why are you using my camera? You should use your camera
Because this
and
one
your
has
tripod.
stand.
This is my camera. I prepared your camera and you're not using it.
Don't care. We have to adjust, you know.
Okay, whatever. So what are we looking at here?
We are looking at the flowers.
So those are your main subject, right? Okay. So hit the shot. Now let's try to look at what she is shooting. See? Wow, beautiful. And as you are watching La Arne shots, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next episode of Photographing Japan's Autumn, in which we are going to go around the beautiful autumn areas in Japan for photography. So if you like this video, please hit subscribe and join us in our adventure. Goodbye!